So filming today has been a bit of a struggle. First of all, my batteries died twice. And then my SD card was full, so I needed to change that. And then one child needed to go down for a nap, and as soon as that one is asleep, that's when the other one needed to get up and need some food. So it's like a constant back and forth. But you know what? We got there. It's fine. Plus I have a really nice lip on, so pretty excited about that. Hello everyone, I am here today to do another 5 first impressions for you guys, and this one is all around new drugstore launches, except for one. One is super old, but I couldn't not test this one out. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And at the end of the day, I will come back and I'll let you guys know what this ended up looking like and what my favorite products were and what was a hit and what was a miss and all that fun stuff. So stay tuned to the end to find out which ones actually held up throughout the day. I love doing these kinds of videos. It's just really fun to test out new products. So if you have any requests for a future 5 first impressions, whether it's, you know, on like a specific brand, or maybe like I'll do an all high-end products next or something like that, leave them in the comment section below and let me know what you guys want to see next. But without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so I'm really excited about this new product. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I have been dying to get my hands on this stuff. It is supposed to have a radiant finish for normal to dry skin, very hydrating, and it's supposed to have a radiant 24-hour finish. Like, real talk for a second, who keeps foundation on their skin for 24 hours? I'm just saying. So far I like it. It's very lightweight when I'm applying it to the skin. It does give a nice dewiness, and it also has some really good coverage. Yeah, I'm really liking that. How does that look? That looks good, right? That's not just me. First impression, so far so good. All right, now I'm gonna put on concealer and powder and I will be right back. All right. I'm back. And by the way, all the products that I have on my face, I will list them in the info bar below. Now we're gonna go on to highlight, and this was launched in the spring from NYX, and this is their Strobe of Genius Illuminating Palette. 7 different shades. They are all very shimmery and beautiful, and they just look so perfect. I don't even want to stick my finger in them. Ooh, that is pretty nice. It feels nice. It's nice and creamy. Let's try this.
Ooh.
They're really pigmented, they're beautiful, they've got this nice foiled effect, which I think is gonna look really nice on the skin. Some of these colors I think are a little bit too dark for me for actual highlights, but they would look really pretty on the eyes, like this shade for example. So for my pale girls out there, you can mix it up. I want to try this lilac one. Should we try the lilac one? I think we should. We're gonna do it. I'm really excited about this highlight. That's really pretty. I don't know what I was expecting from like a lavender highlight, but that's really nice. Sort of that nice icy frosty look. Just something a little bit different because I'm used to doing a lot of like golden sort of beigey tone ones, and this is kind of a nice refreshing change. I like it. So far, big win for the Strobe of Genius palette. Now on to mascara, and I'm gonna be testing out a new mascara, and I think this launched in, I wanna say April. It is the Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt mascara from L'Oreal. I've tried the butterfly one and I like it. It's really pretty nice everyday one, but this is supposed to have a tight line effect at the roots and then fanned out volume at the tips, which is very nice because not having to apply the tight line black liner to my eyes would be great. This brush is very intriguing and I don't know what to make of it. Like, I guess the look they were going for is like the body of a butterfly. So if you turn it like this, it looks like a little mascara butterfly. And then it's got bristles just on the one side, which are, I guess, the wings of the butterfly. My lashes are already curled, so now we're just going to apply the mascara on the correct side. While applying, I will say that the formula felt a little bit clumpy. I felt like I was just kind of trying to brush out a lot of the clumps that were showing up in my lashes, which is not a look that I'm going for. In terms of the whole like tight line effect, I will say it is definitely not a replacement for lining your tight line. When I line my tight line, it is black. It is black, and you can definitely tell a difference. I will say that it does look a little bit darker along the roots of the lashes, which is nice. So it's a much more subtle effect. All right, next up is a product that is actually technically quite old, but I don't care. I'm excited to try this. And that is the NYX Eyebrow Kit with Stencils. So what is inside of this little kit is a collection of 4 eyebrow powders, as well as 3 stencils, 2 brushes, and a mirror. And apparently this kit is universal. It can be used by everyone. In terms of universality, is that a word? We'll make it a word. This really does not cover the gamut in terms of brow colors that are necessary. My brows are definitely more of an ashy tone, and these are very red toned, and I feel that wouldn't go very well. And like, where's the blonde? And like, I don't know. That's really not a lot of options if you're going for universal. So in terms of the stencils, we have small, medium, and large to kind of cover a variety of different brow sizes. All right, so this one is definitely not it, as it goes into my brow here and then goes directly off the side of my face. Whoa, this one's giant. I wish I had brows like this. All right, so we're the happy medium then. So for powder, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani one, and this is in Bathwater Blonde. In terms of instructions, first brush the brows upwards. Place stencil over eyebrow and align to desired area. So I'm breaking this up into sections. I'm going to do the front part first, and then I'm going to do the other part once I can like tilt it down slightly, because this is not exactly the shape of my brows naturally. Now this one I feel is going to be interesting because the tail end is much bigger than my natural brow, so I don't know how this is going to look. This feels really bizarre. Like I feel like I'm kind of painting it on, like on top of my brow. No, not quite. But like almost. Like that's not bad, right? Between done and not done. That's not as bad as I was anticipating. However, I will say, the fact that the colors themselves aren't great in terms of selection, and the fact that the stencils aren't a great fit, I would say overall I would probably skip on this next time. I mean, it's kind of nice that you can line it up and get that really perfect crisp line. However, it's a little bit cumbersome. I have to go back and clean up my brows now anyway. So overall, this product was a big, I'm gonna go clean up my brows. I'm gonna be right back. All right, those are a little bit better. Hopefully they're okay. I did pluck them too, you're welcome. And finally is a lip product that I'm really excited to test out, most because I saw it on Gigi Hadid and I was like, oh, I need this. And that is the Maybelline Color Jolt Intense Lip Paint. And this one is in Violet. I said Violet there for a second. I was like, oh, okay. Violet Rebel. But there are two other ones that I also want to test out on my hand. So one is in Fight Me Fuchsia and Stripped Down. These are very aggressive names. So according to the Ulta website, it glides on to deliver a jolt of intense color. It's amped up intensity with 8 times more pigment in every drop. That's a lot of pigment. Woo, pretty. Very glossy, very pretty. The purple one though is not super nice. It's really streaky, but the other two are really nice. What should I wear today? What do you think? We're gonna do Fight Me Fuchsia. All right, so that is the color on, and wow, that is bright. I like it. It kind of reminds me of the Too Faced Melted Lipsticks in the application and the way that it's sort of created too, like in that sort of tube form. I don't know. I might do like a dupe, like a Pinterest dupes tested. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. But in terms of the actual application, I would say that I really do like the fact that it's a very thin formula, but very pigmented. It's very intense, but it doesn't feel anything more than a really light lip balm on the lips. So that's really nice. However, I will say that the application is not the easiest to apply to get a really nice crisp line. Just because I find that the tip is very far away from the actual product coming out of the tube, so that by the time you're applying it to the lips, it's just, you're gonna get a very soft edge, you're not gonna get a very crisp, clean edge. That's something that I didn't love about this, but that stripped down color is gorgeous. I'm excited to test that one out as well, and this color, beautiful. So far, having not worn this all day, but as a first impressions kind of thing, really like the foundation, big thumbs up, and loving the NYX highlight. I think it's stunning. I love this lilac shade. Like seriously can't get enough of this. I just want to do this all day so you can see my highlight. And I have to say that the mascara is growing on me. I like the way my lashes look right now. However, the application is kind of a pain and you really have to kind of work at it to get rid of all of the clumps. But like, they look really nice now. The lipstick is pretty, albeit the application was a little bit tricky, and the stencil thing was just like a big, you know, well, that didn't work. So I will leave this on for the rest of the day, and I will come back in a couple of hours and let you guys know what this looks like at the end of the day. And so, with the magic of editing, okay, so I'm back, and it's the end of the day, and I'm whispering because everyone's asleep. You know what? The mascara has held up really well. Like, I'm pretty impressed. My lashes are still really curled. There's been no flaking under the, oh, there's a little bit of flaking. But like, not a lot of flaking. The foundation has held up pretty well. I will say it's worn throughout the day. You can see some of my spots are kind of showing through and everything like that. But overall, it held up really beautifully throughout the day. I thought my skin looked really good. It was nice and dewy, but not too dewy, you know what I'm saying? And it was really nice in the summertime. It is more on the hydrating side though, not like super oily on the face, but if you have oily skin, probably wouldn't go for this one. I don't see the highlight on my face at all, so it seems to have rubbed off, but it looked great all day. I'm gonna tell you that for free. Now for the lips, that didn't last at all. That came off almost instantly, though they made no claims of it actually being long lasting, so that's fine. The color itself was really beautiful. It was very pigmented and really rich and pretty and summery. It just is not long lasting at all. You're going to have to reapply it throughout the day. So if I had to pick my favorites, I think of all of them, the foundation and the Strobe of Genius. There you have it. That's what I look like at 11:30 at night. I'm gonna go to bed now. Goodbye. And that's everything for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video and if you love the 5 first impressions videos and want to see more of them. I hope you guys are having an amazing, amazing week so far, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you girls. Mwah.